Well, it's another lovely day for a ride today. Blue skies, sun shining, perfect. That number plate catching the sun on the bike in front. I don't know whether the camera picked that up just now, but it's the sun catches it just right. It's really blinding. It's obviously nice and clean. Just crossing the border from Wiltshire into West Berkshire. Shortly be in Hungerford. And we're going to head on over to Newbury. The destination today being a ruined castle in Newbury called Donnington Castle. Just coming into Hungerford now, which is a well-known, I guess it's a market town, just across the border in East Berkshire. And Hungerford, sadly, is very well known for a rather tragic event from the 80s. Just pulled over for a minute because the sat-nav is relentlessly interrupting me, and I'm trying to just give a little bit of an insight into the tragic events of August 1987 here in Hungerford, where there was a mass shooting. I think 16 died and another 15 were wounded. The shooter was a guy called Michael Ryan, just a young lad, unemployed labourer, I think, who, for reasons that are still not entirely clear, went on the rampage on that August day back in 1987, shooting randomly. As I say, 16 people dead, including his own mother and an unarmed police officer, wounding another 15, and he finally pulled up in the school here and took his own life. Absolute tragedy. It remains one of the worst massacres or mass shootings in British history. So I'm going to get off now, but I just felt it was only right and proper to pull over to avoid being interrupted by my sat-nav while I was trying to just give you a bit of a overview of that terrible story. Oh, road ahead closed. What a surprise. Almost every time I'm out on the bike, I get a road ahead closed. Well, that's going to be probably a 10-mile diversion by the time we get there. It's pretty severe. Well, if we make it to Donnington Castle, it'll be a minor miracle. So my route has got itself completely confused now. My route app, I should say. So I think I'm going to have to pull over and use Google Maps. One day there'll be a navigation system for motorcycles that actually is worth having. And this so-called easy fixing system from Quadlock is a fucking... Now I've dropped my gloves. Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Very nice round here. It's very nice round here. Look at this. What a lovely little place. Bit gravelly. As long as I avoid the middle of the lane, I'm okay. Famous last words. It's all very posh. But we are in Berkshire now. You can smell the money. That road closure is forcing Google to take me down these little tiny roads, little rat runs, little connecting lanes, which is all very well, very pretty, but after a while becomes a little bit tedious. And I have absolutely no idea where we are. I obviously realise that we're still within shooting distance of Newbury, but I've no idea where this is. Seems to be in some wood here. Don't ask me which one. Right, here we go. We have white stripes and 2 lanes. Heading back towards Newbury. Donnington Village and Castle only. Quite a small sign. No, this looks right. It's a few years since I've been here, but I've got a feeling this we're in the right place now. There you are, Donnington Castle. Well, we made it. So the castle should be straight in front of us. Take you a little bit careful here. And there it is, Donnington Castle. Well, we finally made it to Donnington Castle, just outside Newbury. It's still an absolutely beautiful day. Quite a steep walk up here. Don't think the camera will pick that up, but all the biking gear on, it's a bit of a trek. It is built up on a hill for historically, for strategic reasons. A good view of the surrounding countryside. But just a potted history. The castle was built originally in, I think it was the late 14th century, and by I think the early kind of 1500s it became property of the crown, and certainly Henry VIII stayed here on at least one occasion. I think he's known to have stayed here in 1541, I think it was, if I remember my facts. And his daughter, Queen Elizabeth I, she stayed here in 1568. But the castle, although it wasn't built as a fortified castle, it stood its ground for almost 2 years in the English Civil War. The Royalists, I think 225 men, held this castle for 20 months between 1644 and 1646, which was quite remarkable really. But in 1646, when Charles I's cause was all but lost, they did finally surrender, and actually the parliamentarians allowed them to leave, to march out with honour after such a brave defence over such an extended period. And as you'd expect, once it was in the hands of the parliamentarians, it was ordered to be destroyed, as was so often the case back then. So yeah, quite some history. Okay, back down to the bike, I think. Very pleasant little walk around the castle there. Well, that was quite a pleasant little run in the end. Nice little visit to Donnington Castle. So I won't bother boring you with film of the journey home. Just going to take the most direct route, so I think we'll leave it there. So thank you for sticking with me. Hopefully getting some enjoyment out of the video. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.